Sit back and relax as we take a tour of America's most haunted library, Willard Library, home of the Gray Lady.
Good official morning, everybody. Sadly, I don't have Pablo with me today, but I am on a road trip heading back to Tennessee, and I am with my mom right there. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi to Teresa, everybody.
Hello.
We right now are heading to Evansville, Indiana. It's like at the very bottom of Indiana. It's like the tip of it. And I know I look a mess right now, but I'm sorry. I am tired. I woke up at like 2:40. It took me 2 hours to load up the car, and we are all cramped in this car right now, so it's kind of hard to get comfortable and get some sleep. We are actually gonna go to a haunted library. Now, if you guys have heard of Willard's Library in Evansville, Indiana, then you guys know that they have cameras up on their website 24/7. You can go on there and you can watch to try and see if you can capture any apparitions, spirits, and there have actually been some really creepy ones too. So I suggest that you guys go to their website, Willard Library in Evansville, Indiana, and go check that out because it's pretty cool. I used to watch it all the time, and I actually emailed them one day, and I asked them about being able to go and do an investigation there. I asked them if I could go in at night and with management there with their permission, and I got an email back, and they said that unfortunately that we can't go there at night. If we wanted to go, then we would have to book it like a year in advance because they actually have people go there at night. But I was told that I do have permission to go there during the day to film. They said as long as I just respect everybody and keep quiet, then I can go in there and I can film. And he even told me that most of their activity happens during the day anyway. So we're heading there right now. We're about to go and check that out. That is if we don't get crushed by the semi in front of us because he's swerving all over the place in both lanes. We got about an hour and a half to get there. Alright guys, now I just want to announce, it does, doesn't it? So we are here at the Willard's Library. Look at that, check that out. Look at those doors. See that? So I'm gonna let you guys know really quick that when we go inside, it's a library, so we're gonna have to be very quiet. I'm gonna try and whisper when we're in there, but I cannot speak loud. So right now this is just gonna be a quiet investigation, okay? You guys let me know if you guys see or hear anything, okay, or notice anything if I don't catch it. So Are you guys ready to go in there? Because I'm ready. Let's go. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, look, right there's the camera. This is where we've seen it at, Riley. Like some of the stuff come down.
Are we standing on foundation right now? What's in here? Oh, exit.
There's a doorway right there. I don't know where that goes to.
We're scared. What? Ghosts in here.
What? There's ghosts in here?
Well, I did tell her this place is haunted, so.
You told her that?
No, I told her like back then, like at the restrooms. So I don't know why she's saying it right now. Ew.
Too far. No, it's not. It's just somebody in a long dress.
Let me see. And look, this is what I was going to show you.
What's the matter?
It's ghosts in here.
There's ghosts in here. Who says there's ghosts? Huh?
I hear footsteps.
You hear what?
Footsteps.
She said that there's ghosts here because she hears footprints.
I want it. I want this. I want
These
this.
are kind of creepy. Look at that.
Pretty dull. Go ahead, climb up there. You can climb up there. Ain't that pretty?
That's what Indiana did this.
Oh yeah?
You have to like guess what it is.
Down in there.
Okay, come on.
A waffle.
This is people. It's a dog.
Maybe it's just an animal.
It's a dog. Yeah. It's my dog. It's my dog.
Let's listen, okay?
I hear something.
I think that's like water pipes.
Probably.
This room looks so much more bigger online.
It does.
I want to get down now.
Okay, go ahead and get down.
Dang it, we should buy an EP box. Spirit box. Mom, my hands are tingling.
Very good.
It's like they're tingling, but like there's nothing there, and then like, you know what I'm talking about?
Very good.
And then it's like a.
Very, very good. No, they don't there.
Is there anybody here?
Yeah. No. Let's picture it.
This is right here. Yeah, because there's no. Shh. Maybe you gotta be quiet. Yeah, because there's no camera right here. So it has to be that one right there. That's the air vent. Get out! We are in the library, please.
Go sit down. Is this like the most haunted place of the area? Because
Yeah, because this is where the camera is pointed. The camera is up there. If you go online.
There's a live camera in the kids area.
I don't know, but this is.
And she also said that's where a lot of activity is. Wait, no,
Yeah, see right here.
huh?
This is the area right here.
It is?
Yeah, the camera's pointed in right here. This is where like all the activity is.
Where are you going? No, because it was looking downstairs, so this is the area. Oh, no.
So we're gonna go upstairs to the second floor here in a little bit. But right now we're just checking out this floor. Oh, we're looking around. What if everybody in this building goes?
That means we're ghosts.
No, I mean like, okay, what if like we're in a movie, right? What if we walk through the doors and then it's an actual abandoned building, but you walk through the doors and it comes to life and everybody in the library are actually ghosts.
But they
They're
have
like Ghost Ship. It's a movie.
many people have heard footsteps when no one is around. Hold on. These are the restrooms. Wait. Mom. Many people have heard footsteps when no one is around. And I was sitting right here, and I heard footsteps. And that's the place where they live.
Where's your grandma? Where's Nana? No, Nana's right there.
She's over here.
We go upstairs.
The lady at the front desk an interview if they want.
You do it.
I went out to this hole, I just had like this certain scent. Wait, are you sure this isn't the place?
Let's go.
Why do you have to be so high up?
And hot. It's hot up here.
Different temperature?
Right.
Hey, what? It's a bus.
It's George Washington.
Yeah.
Okay, now in here. In here, I think we're gonna be the quietest.
What is this? Stop. Before you said something when you come upstairs, did you say anything?
I went something like or something like that. Something like that.
I heard like, Mom.
Maybe it was Avery.
Too high of a pitch and too close.
Grab some paper. Where's your paper at? Where's your grade later paper at? Guys, I think that's the gray lady.
It is, isn't it?
Oh, it's Abraham Lincoln. Looks like it looked like the great. It looked like a lady. Let's go into that thing. I don't know. You ready to go in there? A lot of people saw things in there on the cameras.
Mom, right behind. Did you hear that whisper?
I saw like or something like that.
I heard that too.
Was Avery with Nana?
Yep. Boy, that's a roof. Jeez, you know the first floor was higher than the building.
This is actually one of the places that the gray lady can be spotted. What was that?
If there's anyone here, move one of these chairs.
Hey, quietly.
It's like a loud your voice. What? It's the upside down. From Stranger Things, it's the upside down because everything's upside down. It's upside down. It's upside right.
Riley. Hmm? No. Hmm. Don't do it.
I think there's a shield. It's a haunted place.
I know.
This is my first time being in a haunted place with you.
Our
Other than
house.
the house. Other than the house and the abandoned house. And the cemetery. I got in Indiana.
Where's the elevator at? The elevator is around the corner. Okay, I have to check something. Quiet. Are those the cameras for the website? The place looks so much more bigger online.
Oh, bigger online.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Yeah, those are, that's the ghost.
That one is? There you go, that one is. Yeah, I've been watching it for years. Yeah, and I've always wanted to come here. And I emailed somebody about being able to come here and film because we have YouTube channels. And they gave us permission to come in here and film during the day. So we were traveling from Indiana down to Tennessee, so we figured we'd stop by.
Yeah. Hey, there's also, there's a Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, are you like paranormal?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's called.
Our house is haunted.
Is it? Okay. Well, this library's haunted too. There's a Facebook group called Willard Library Ghost Chatters.
Okay.
And you can request to join and you have to answer a couple questions.
Yeah, they started doing that.
Yeah, they're really simple, just kind of goofy questions. But anyway, then you get in a group and they post lots of different stuff. A lot of times, yesterday they just had on Buzzfeed, it was the top hung libraries in America, and we were #1.
Awesome.
So they posted that, and then there was like a history behind the Gray Lady. So they post a lot of informational stuff, but then they also have people that post stills from watching the cameras.
Yeah.
And, they kind of discuss what you see and stuff like that.
It's just called Willard Library.
It's
Ghost chat.
for you.
Willard Library Ghost Chat.
Yeah, that's good.
Willard Ghost Chatters.
Oh, chatters.
Yeah. Have you ever experienced anything?
Yeah.
Can you share? If you don't mind.
No, that chair in there that's sitting sideways. There was a board meeting in here one day, and so there was a lot of people in there. There was a table set up next to that chair, so the chair was actually turned this way. And I was sitting here, I was doing something over here, and like I said, everybody had already left. Lights were out, And I happened to glance over, and there was a gentleman sitting in the chair. And it was just, a quick glance, because then I thought, where have I left? And I looked again, and of course he was gone.
Right.
Excuse me.
That always happens to me. Whenever I glance at it, at something, like I see something, then I look fully, it just disappears.
Yeah. So I kind of had to think about it for a few minutes, because I was like, am I making that up in my head? Did I really see that, or whatever? So I went to the children's library downstairs and talked to Rhonda. If you've not went downstairs and talked to Rhonda, you should.
Is she the lady that's down there now? With black hair?
Well, no, that's Lucy.
Okay.
Rhonda, I think she's here today. She's got glasses, kind of short gray hair. Okay. She's actually the librarian of that department. I went down there and I said, hey, Rhonda, this is what I got going on, and I want to make sure I'm not losing my mind. And I told her what I saw. I described it. Now, I didn't pay much attention to his clothes because it was so quick. He was a thin man with dark hair, and he had a mustache. And I think that's what threw me off, because the mustache was like
the 20s lady.
Yes. It kind of went like
the
this.
curl.
No, it didn't curl.
It didn't curl. It went straight. Okay.
It was kind of thick and went like this.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So she said, you're not crazy. She said, he's been seen before. We don't know we just don't know who he is. Wow. She said, usually he has on a top hat.
Wow.
Top hat.
So.
It's not Lily Bird. It's like Abraham Lincoln.
But, and then that was back in June when that happened, because that was on a Wednesday. The following week was Midnight Madness. And so every night, everybody up here has to take a turn working till midnight, because we have people researching till midnight. So I was here by myself that Friday night, pretty much by myself all night long. Not a thing. Didn't hear a thing, didn't feel a thing. And you never feel fearful. There's never a malevolent feeling.
Right. It's
just kind of like we coexist here. And then back in the wintertime, I was sitting here and looking straight ahead. I was doing something here. I happened to look up and something passed by the stacks right in the middle. It wasn't like a body.
Like an animal?
No, it was just kind of like a
blob.
Not even a blob. It's so hard to explain it. If I had to give it a color, I would say like a beigey, light. Just kind of like
the bookshelf over there?
Almost kind of like, not quite smoke, but kind of like a presence like smoke.
Okay.
Just went past the stacks, and I thought, you're seeing things. So I got up, and I walked back there, and I walked all around to say, okay, was there something else that could have made me see something? And there was not anything. And I was by myself. No, actually, I had one person in the back on the computer, but they hadn't moved. So that was my kind of first experience. And I didn't tell anybody about that for about a week. And the first person I told was my husband. I waited because I was like, they're going to think I'm nuts.
Right.
And so then I came in and I told them here. And years and years ago, before the librarian on this floor ever started working up here, she went to school at USI. And she was coming off of the expressway, and she would turn in front of the library. She said it was probably about 10 o'clock at night. And she'd turn in front of the library, and there was a light, like a pinprick light on up here. And she saw it and thought, oh, well, that's weird. The library's closed. So she thought maybe somebody had, like, broke in or something. So she said, okay, I'm going to drive around the block and see if it's still there. She did. She still saw the light. This time, payphones were still around. So she said, okay, I'm going back around the block, and if that light's still on, I'm stopping at this payphone and I'm calling the police. She came back around and the light was gone.
Wow.
That's the only experience she's ever had.
Can I get an application?
Can I?
Yeah. Hey, they're hiring downstairs.
Oh, I'm from Tennessee, so.
Yeah, well. But
Technically,
yeah.
you're from Indiana.
Technically.
Yeah. But now Rhonda and Anita, who's one of the assistants downstairs back in 2014, actually saw the gray lady they were together, and they have the monitors down there for all the security cameras. And she was caught on the security camera standing by the back door in the basement in her full dress and
That's
done up hair.
in
And
the basement where the kids section is.
That's pretty much the biggest hub of activity is down there in the basement.
We have to go back down.
Well, now that you brought that up and I saw that the gray lady was spotted in the storeroom, I'm pretty sure I saw the gray lady.
You never know.
Because I saw, you know where like the dog is in the storeroom? I saw like it's hard to explain, like a gray mist, but like a human, and it just like ran by with the dog, and then right when it reached the dog, it just disappeared.
They've also said that they've a little boy. Now he's kind of a newer thing that people are reporting seeing.
Okay.
There's also people that report a cat. They say the little boy sits in the chairs in the hallway out here, and that sometimes he has a cat. They also, I've read just recently, because I went on this Ghost Chatters thing, and I joined the group because I want to like see what other people's experiences are. But supposedly they caught on the cam a gentleman with a top hat, a little boy. Some people say they see a little girl. I don't know. But the gray lady is
Most active?
yeah. And you also, like, a lot of times I'm at work by myself, you don't feel like you're by yourself. You feel like somebody's looking at you. You feel your hair, like, you kind of just get that feeling that somebody's touching your hair,
Gray
your
lady.
earrings.
Gray lady, because on the book it said that ladies feel like their hands and hairs being
You
touched.
feel like, of course, you know, the hair standing up on the back of your neck, you get goosebumps. Or there's a very strong, like a lilac perfume smell.
Okay.
And honestly, I have smelled that smell in the downstairs bathroom. I don't know how many times. And I'll mention it, and people are like, I don't smell anything. And I'm like, okay, well,
She must like you.
I did. But, you know, I kind of have this agreement, you know, well, I'll leave you be, you leave me be, I'll continue to work, you continue to haunt, whatever.
That's awesome.
So, yep.
I think I'm gonna come and work here. Are you?
Yeah. So that's pretty much all of my experiences, or that I know of. I know down in the basement, a gentleman came in about a month ago or so, and he had brought in some EMF readers because his brother evidently is real big into paranormal stuff, and he had given him some and said, take them to the library and leave them and see, you know, if the ladies down there, you know, keep them down there and see if what type of energy they put off. Well, when he was standing here talking to me with the thing in his hand, the thing was going nuts.
Wow.
And so we were trying to figure out, could it be the electricity from the computer so he could step back? And so I told him, go in that room. And then he took it and he walked all around the floor with it. But he told me he was going to leave it with the children's department. So whether he did or not, I think he did though, because he was pretty serious about it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else that was like really. I know the librarian up here said that because the archives used to be up here and it was in the back. So they had more than one person working this floor because there was somebody in archives. There was a time, I guess, whenever the lady who was working up here had pushed all the chairs in and she was walking around, and the guy that was working with her, he came around and he pushed all the chairs in, and then he kind of was following her around, and she came back around and said, why do you mess with these chairs? And she pushed all the chairs in, and then they realized as they both came back around, somebody was pulling the chairs back out.
On the paper it said that the girl really likes chairs.
Would you say that there's a specific time frame that anything would happen the most? Or is it just random?
It's random.
Is it?
Like I said, it was broad daylight when I saw the guy in the chair.
The creepy thing is, when we were out there, I was sitting down on the chair closer to the door, and it actually felt warm, like someone had recently sat in it.
Yeah, it's always possible. I definitely say anything is possible.
Really?
Always. I love her shirt.
Oh, thank you.
It's so cute. I'm pretty sure Rhonda is here. I think that's her car out there.
She might have been the one that gave you the information form.
She has glasses, real short hair.
It's like gray hair. Is it
Yeah.
gray? Maybe.
Either that, or if you went down to archives, it was Pat.
Okay. We'll figure it out. We'll go down.
But go on down there and kind of just, back out in the basement.
Appreciate it.
Oh yeah, you're welcome.
I love hearing stories.
How do you feel working in a place that's haunted?
I love it.
I know I would.
I love it. I'm not scared. They don't scare me.
Yeah, our house in Tennessee is actually haunted.
Is it?
It's not like an evil sense.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, I witnessed doors opening. One time she locked our cat by accident.
Oh, that's fine, thanks.
But she accidentally locked her cat inside the bedroom one night, and I can't. But anyways, I went to go let her out, and I heard the door unlock and open, and it pushed it open. The cat.
So do you feel fearful at all there?
But one time when I was walking out of my bedroom, I happened to look upstairs in the hallway, and then I just saw like this black shadow about my height when I was like 7, and then about my height, and then I called down to my mom, and like it was just standing there, just out. I didn't know if it was looking out the window or at me, but I didn't see any eyes. It was just like a black shadow, but whenever I would move, it wouldn't move, so I knew it wasn't mine.
It wasn't your shadow, right? Well, I'm glad you guys were able to come and visit with us today.
I like this thing.
Yeah, we'll plan to be back.
All right. Well, you're in the #1 haunted library in America.
I'll sit down.
Appreciate it. Thank you. That's not. Go. You can't. Yeah, let's go. We're going back. I know. We're gonna go eat. We're gonna go eat.
That looks so fun.
Yep. Okay, guys, so that was the Willard Library in Evansville, Indiana. Make sure you go and look it up. Go online, watch their cameras that they have posted, and see if you can catch anything. It is an awesome place, and every time you would step on the floor or the stairs, it was creepy. Imagine being there at night alone. It's scary. Well, my belt's not on. I gotta get my belt on. But yeah, so we came from that way. I know. Highly recommend going there. It was awesome. And everybody, the librarians, they
then turn right on 4th Street.
They have stories and they let you come in there and film, take pictures, but you have to keep quiet because of the other people that are in there. So, but that was awesome, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And did you have any experiences?
Yeah.
What?
Downstairs.
In
What?
0.2 miles.
Seen a shadow.
Turn right on 4th
Looked like
Street.
somebody walked by.
What color?
Black.
Okay,
It was like a black color, you know. Okay, which way do I go? What am I doing here?
We gotta go that
Straight?
way. Yep. But apparently the children's section, the downstairs basement, is more active for the gray lady.
Turn right on.
Right, I heard a whisper. Well, actually, I did too, right there at the stairs before we walked through those top stair doors.
Yeah, we both.
It was-
I'm the only one that saw something.
No, Riley saw something in the children's section.
Oh, did he?
By that stuffed doggy that Avery was playing with.
Riverside Drive.
Okay.
But I didn't get to see anything. Gosh darn it. Hopefully I caught something, guys. If you guys hear anything, or if you see anything that I've missed, please put the time frame and let me know what you think you heard or saw. Well, right now we are going to go and get something to eat. We don't know where we're gonna go right now, but we're gonna go eat.
Oh, and I saw another figure when we were about to leave on the stairway downstairs. You know the chair?
Uh-huh.
I saw a figure run by.
Did you?
Uh-huh.
Turn left
See,
on Northwest
why didn't I
Riverside
see
Drive.
anything? I'm the one that's more into this stuff than any of you.
Actually, no.
I swear I could have sworn I saw something. And I just kind of knocked, I was whispering to them, you know, trying, I videotaped it. I hope I got it on tape.
You recorded it?
Yeah, my phone.
Nana was recording when she saw it.
Really?
I'm hoping that it got the right area, the right.
You were trying to not
Spots.
record, right?
Yeah.
I know, so was
I
I.
was just pointing everywhere. Just
You know, I've never filmed in a public place. I've always been at, you know, mostly,
Abandoned.
yeah, abandoned places
No,
in the
you
cemetery.
cemetery.
With, yeah, but it was at night with nobody around but Pablo and his girlfriend.
Still, it's Pablo.
And so,
you getting that late, Mara? Not beside
no, but, so I was feeling a little awkward, but it's like once they started seeing me with the camera, I started feeling a little bit more comfortable with it, because I guess they're used to people going in there. And the lady that we were just talking to, she was telling me that this guy came in there with the EMF meter.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. And he was talking to her and everything, and then it started going off. So,
I want to go to a museum.
you did.
Not Discovery Park, it's an actual museum.
But yeah, so now that I know that they're used to people coming in there taking pictures and all that, maybe next time I won't be so shy with my camera. Well, we're gonna go eat, guys.
Looking around everything, then I would go to grab
Okay,
her.
so just to let you guys know, my battery is almost dead, and it has never done it before, because I could record 2 hours probably in a cemetery, and it shut off. It stopped recording, but it never shut off, and the battery never got drained like it did in the library here. And my mom just told me that her phone kept shutting off.
The camera kept shutting off.
The camera kept shutting off. So my battery's almost dead. It's like literally on red flashing, and her camera kept shutting off.
I would think I'm recording, and I would look at it, look around, and look at it, and it's off. You know, it's not on recording anymore. The phone is on, but the recording turned off.
Yeah. So there has to be there has to be a lot of energy in there. I mean, it is haunted. It's like a really haunted.
It's a beautiful place. Beautiful. The hardwood floors just creep every time you took a step.
In 0.5 miles.
And you can just
take
smell
left
the hardwood
on
floors.
right. To pass
Yeah.
N1.
And,
Then keep right.
The only place I didn't like was upstairs.
It's rated the #1 haunted library in the.
America.
Is it? Did she say America or the state?
America.
I thought that one lady's house was that lady that built rooms.
Then keep right.
Winchester.
Stairways.
No, this is the haunted library. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna get off of here and we're gonna go get some meat because we are starving.